Doctors, what was the greatest miracle in the operating room? Tony was 42, a father of two, weekend biker, and an absolute mess when they rolled him into our ER on a Tuesday night around 11:30 p.m. His Harley had collided with the side of a semi doing 60. He flew 20 feet, landed face down on asphalt, and skidded like a rag doll. He wasn't wearing a helmet. EMTs said he coded once on the right in, got shocked back, and barely had a pulse when he hit our trauma bay. Blood was everywhere. The gurney was soaked, his shirt was practically glued to him, and there was so much red pooling on the floor we had to throw down extra mats just to keep from slipping. His vitals? Basically non-existent. Systolic in the 40s. HR bouncing around, barely registering, pale as drywall. He had a full liver laceration. Grade 5. That's as bad as it gets. His liver artery was torn wide open, and blood was pouring into his abdomen like someone turned on a faucet. Belly was distended and tight. No breath sounds on one side. And still, somehow, this man was breathing. Barely. We rushed him into OR 2. I was the trauma nurse that night. Been doing this for 8 years. Seen car wrecks, stabbings, even one guy with a machete wound to the head. But this was new. Dr. Martinez, our trauma surgeon, walked in cool as ice, took one look at the monitor and whispered, "We've got minutes." Her face was calm, but I could tell she was already thinking 2 steps ahead. The blood bank started pushing units to us. 4, then 6, then 8, and it still wasn't enough. Every bag we pumped in just drained out of him like we were watering a dying plant. No pressure buildup, no stabilization, just blood in, blood out. Then, flatline. Just one long, awful beep, no pulse. His pupils were fixed, no response. We lost him. Dr. Martinez immediately jumped on CPR. I counted compressions. One of our techs started bagging. We rotated every couple minutes. 5 minutes passed, then 10, 15, that's the edge. Past 20, and you're usually calling it, but no one said anything. We just kept going. That's when I remembered an article from a military journal. Some field medics in Afghanistan had used induced hypothermia on soldiers with extreme blood loss. The theory? Drop the core body temp, slow down metabolism, reduce oxygen demand, and buy time. Basically trick the body into hibernation. I wasn't even sure it applied to civilian trauma, but I pulled Dr. Martinez aside and told her. She gave me this look, half skeptical, half, "We've got nothing to lose." She nodded once and shouted, "Get me cold saline, as much as we have." We ran bag after bag through his IVs, ice cold salt water. You could see the skin on his arms goosebump. His temperature dropped, 98 degrees, then 91 degrees, then 86 degrees, then 80 degrees. Still no heartbeat, but now time was on our side. That's when Dr. Martinez made the boldest move I've ever seen in a trauma room. She sliced open his abdomen right there, no hesitation, blood still leaking out in waves. Reached in with both hands, found the shredded hepatic artery by feel, and just clamped it shut with her fingers. She held it, no tools, just bare hands inside a guy's body cavity. While I kept doing compressions manually, and I mean hands-on heart compressions, one nurse was pushing warm blood into him, another one monitoring fluids and vitals. It looked like a scene from a war zone or a nightmare. His insides were out, we were working blind, and there was no certainty we were saving anything. And then, flutter, his heart twitched, barely, a shiver on the monitor, then another, then beat, one strong beat, then 2. Dr. Martinez froze. "Hold compressions," she said. We all stood still, watching the line. Beep, 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 slow but steady. His heart had restarted on its own. We all looked at each other like we couldn't believe what we just saw. I felt like crying and laughing at the same time. Tony's body, which had been technically dead for 30 full minutes, had restarted. His organs began responding. Blood pressure returned. We rushed to repair the artery properly and start warming his body again. It took hours, but he made it through the night. And here's the miracle. Tony woke up 2 days later. No brain damage, no deficits. He opened his eyes, blinked, and croaked out, "Water," like he just had a bad hangover. We were floored. The guy was dead, and now he was asking for ice chips. The only things he walked away with were a scar down his stomach and a few broken ribs from the compressions. No memory of the crash. No idea how close he came to being zipped up in a body bag. I've seen a lot, but I've never seen someone come back from actual clinical death. No heartbeat, no pulse, no blood pressure, just grit, teamwork, and one insane Hail Mary with ice water and sheer determination. He sends a Christmas card to the OR staff every year. Signs it, "The guy you refuse to give up on."